Welcome back, Strikers! Another exciting match for us here today. We've got NJIT versus UT Dallas. Uh, we see NJIT, we've got that brawler flexing onto the midfield here. I wonder if we'll see anything come out of that. Cloakok, you got any thoughts about this match?
Yeah, I have tons of thoughts. These are teams that I'm now both incredibly familiar with. Obviously, as a member of UTD Meteorites, I know the UTD main team quite well. But NJIT were also the ones that took UTD Meteorites out of the bracket yesterday. And so here they're looking for the UTD double kill. And it's going to be this is going to be a big battle. I now know how formidable both of these teams are, and I have no doubt that this is about to be an exciting match.
Yeah, let those UT Dallas biases fly. I mean, it's known. UTD Meteorites. Gotta love your main team. Anyway, we want to go ahead and look at these map pick spans. We're starting on Demon Dice. Not a common map, very brawl heavy map. Shout out Mr. Zert, the Denny's parking lot.
Denny's parking lot is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Anyway, and then we go into Night Market. Once again, another brawl heavy map where we're seeing these two teams really like to just fight each other. Core is a secondary objective here. We're just playing Smash at this point. Last map, we're going into Imi's app here. We really just like to brawl, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the main focus of both of these teams comes from their brawling, right? Snake on the side of UTD is known by many to be like the best brawler in the game, and so he is very, very focused on setting up power plays, really getting into those 2v3 situations where the UTD can throw down. But NJIT has two brawlers of their own. Maybe perhaps not as prestigious as Snake, but Mirameg, no doubt, also plays at that pro league level, is absolutely ready to murder, and Sero can also flex in on that double brawler.
And it looks like we're queuing in right now, so let's go ahead and see where this game takes us, huh?
Yeah. I believe Storm has also been working on Finny Goalie for Demon Days. Which could be quite a dangerous pickup.
Yeah,
if UTD lets it through.
Yeah, that Feeny girl can brawl now. It definitely shows how much damage she puts out. But let's look at these picks here. Looking at Aerials and Spark or Resilience start. Just a little bit of survivability with these Sparks, but Aerials also giving that projectile range for this Luna pick Windows has.
I bet that Windows opts for Resil here. I mean, projectile range on Luna, if you're going to get it anywhere, you really want it to be coming from Missile Prop. She already has some of the longest projectile ranges in the game. So I would not be surprised at all if he is sticking with the Luna pick, if he opts in for Resil. Going for that Spark of Leadership early, if it happens to show up in one of the early drafts, it is going to be a huge swing here. We actually see Windows and Snake opting for Era X here, which is a team comp that they've been running quite a bit this season.
And the Imi goalie behind them, able to put in some damage. Something we've seen all season from some teams, but a lot of damage. With this area is also able to dash further and send that glitch pop further and just have more area to control here. And we're seeing the double brawler come out from NJIT as well as quick kickoff win for UTD. Storm really having to keep it off this barrier almost immediately just because of how big these barriers are. And here's the strength of that double brawler, really able to put a bunch of pressure onto that barrier as we see good saves coming out from this Imi here, able to just barely hold for now, but not forever. Imi, paper thin goalie, and there goes the Era. Already down one, the double brawler already putting in a ton of damage. There's that first point.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing Era X, you have to expect to take some hits in the first couple sets, right? Maybe you even expect to lose the first two sets, and then you're really playing for that reverse sweep. It's tough because the entire game revolves around getting that scaling off. Whereas when you're playing with, you know, this double brawler comp that NJIT has never seen them play it, so I'm excited to see what UTD is able to cook up with it.
Yeah, we see Sarah taking actually a lot of damage himself, but
oh, kills the flip.
Era goes down, loses flip as well, and just so much. Really, 3 brawlers here because Vice Goalie can definitely brawl on her own, and we see flip come out from Sarah to secure this barrier, but the second one being held for now, and second barrier goes down for side of NJIT here, and X pushing into this corner, almost able to find something. Storm able to deflect it for now, but we're seeing again damage comp might be weak here with just how much damage they're putting into Windows as fast as possible. And second barrier goes down, but Mirror Mega's open, and even though he's shrunk, he has the ball in that corner right where he wants it. Saro grabbing it off the clear, but Emirat's able to get it right by him for now, and the bell ringer finds the goal.
That is some mastery of that X primary right there. Fantastic bell ringer from Snake. Very, very clean goal from UTD there.
Absolutely. That bell ringer sending it down, bringing it back up for the strike. So it's a little less predictable than a bell ringer angle. A little slower, but it doesn't really matter when you can't predict it. And oh my
the
God.
combos onto Windows.
Yeah, the double brawler grinder here is really showing its strength here as Windows pretty much staggered instantly, but it doesn't matter when that X is flying. You see,
yeah, that era speed is going to give them exactly what they need to take this first set. I'm just now noticing now that both Windows and Amarats have picked Vambrace specifically into this comp. I think that's a very wise decision with how this game has been going. One of the reasons that they've been able to not maybe die as much as you would normally expect. We do see a heavy impact pick come out here to deny the Vice. That being said, I mean, specialized training is
just as
nothing
good.
to sneeze at, yeah. And is probably something that Snake was eyeing just behind.
Yeah.
Prime time on Kazan is no joke. That is, with a character that has 2 primaries, you just get double the benefit.
Yeah, Kazan famously 2 forbs.
Kazan has 2 forbs. But as we jump into set 2, I mean, that's a draft that favors both teams heavily. I can't really pin a winner on either one of those teams.
Although you really like the Vice not being able to get this heavy impact here. Unnerfed heavy impact, the, what, 7 seconds of cooldown?
7-second cooldown, yeah.
Yeah. We're seeing barriers going down for NJIT once again here, but NJIT's double brawler really turning up the heat here, and Storm trying to make a hero clear here through this X, but X max with pop means you can't strike war that. He just strikes again.
Yeah, I mean, the Demon Days is usually a battle of the barriers, right? The main swinging point of tempo in the match is whoever gets to knock down those barriers first, because you just get so much more space to work with, and you force the enemy team to play significantly further back, just to keep their defense alive. But
absolutely, and a great flip coming out, and great second strike from the midfielder there to keep that flip from hitting their own barrier after the strike from X keeps it right next to the barrier. But we're seeing one go down, and the second one almost goes down as well, but held for now. Goalie dies into their own net here. We're seeing this Era X alone, the goal box here, but flip able to save for now, but not forever. X finding that strike, and the flip sending it right to the back of the net.
Yeah, Amarats was low on stagger for most of that point and just eventually got finished off. As is wont to happen when you have an X and a Kazan up in your face.
Yeah, not really a whole lot you can do about that one. You're really gonna
the damage
goes down, and Snake at half here, taking a lot of damage from that ult. Really regretting the positioning there, and
now
staggered, and X just pummeling their barrier here. Both of them fall, and Kazan finds a flip in between the goalie and the midfielder, just sends it right at that perfect angle to get that hook strike.
Fantastic angle there from Sero.
Absolutely shatters our ankles.
I'm interested as to why the brawlers that Mirrormeg and Sero went for were ordered this way. I would expect Mirrormeg to have claimed the signature Kazan. Many people consider Mirrormeg to be one of the best Kazans in the game. I believe that even the great Borg himself has said that Mirrormeg gaps him on Kazan. So definitely known for the Kazan pick, but Sero picks it up anyways and is clearly no stranger to it as they found that fantastic goal. And they're already back at it, grabbing UTD's barriers once more.
Yeah, and really
looking to tie up the sets here.
Yeah, and just a ton of damage coming out from this really triple brawler comp that they have. And Mirrormeg going back, just noticing that the Vice eject button is gone, going back just to keep that barrier up here, and it pays off dividends here as the first barrier goes down instead of the second, but it doesn't matter because Vice'll just flies ever so slightly too far and almost finds the hook strike, but Amarat's there to save it, and we're seeing a good old-fashioned brawl followed by a wonderful angle from Windows to find that goal.
That's overtime for you. That core was just a little too fast for Vice to react.
Absolutely. Storm not able to find that save.
The Era X momentum, though, I will say UTD getting one set here and on the verge of taking another as they quickly find both barriers from NJIT.
Absolutely.
That momentum is gonna build. This is a disgustingly scaling comp.
Absolutely, but Mirrormeg with this flip, pretty low with it, but maybe if he can find something with it, he can bring this back. Doesn't look like he finds
it
anything.
just to stay alive.
But for how long, Snake looking for this KO as quick as possible, and Hook going wide means Windows gets a pass and finds the top of the net. 2 sets up for UT Dallas here.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I'm not sure what our levels are looking like here. It looks like Amarat's is level 6, and then Sero and Storm have also hit level 6 on the side of NJIT. And we do see that reflected in draft. NJIT still wins 2 of the draft priorities here, despite UTD picking up the set. Absolutely. I don't know that that's going to matter much. There's so much good stuff for just about every character on the table here. That being said, we do see Sero get rapid fire prime time on Kazan. That is a disgusting Exodia.
Look at all those umbrella moves. Whoa, cool moves, Kazan.
Look at all those hooks and twirls.
Can you do it again?
Can you do it again?
Snake finds the back of the goal anyway, though. Just able to take a quick goal through this Visal, through the fire and flames, really.
Yeah, I mean, Snake demonstrating the mastery of this X character. And that was a knife's edge pickup here, along with the size pickup that Snake got on that first draft. He's going to be zooming around on the edges of this map.
Knife's edge is certainly interesting. I mean, it gives you that speed that you want on X, right? Because X just loves having speed, and we're seeing immediately Mirrormeg not able to keep up with Snake here, but Snake again getting low anyway, just because there's so many umbrella moves, so many abilities here. We're seeing Sero walk with this core flip here, finds the barrier, core flips, tries to find something. Storm walking all the way up and finds the top corner.
Yeah, unfortunate stacking there from Windows and Amarats. Left to the top of the goal box, wide open for Storm to be able to put it in.
Sneaky little pass there, the flip bringing all of the attention to Kazan here, and then Weiss just walks up and says, "Hey guys, I'm here now," scores the goal.
With how often Windows and Snake are getting staggered here, I have to wonder what this game would be looking like if they hadn't taken Vambrace and weren't healing more as they interacted with the core and dealt damage.
Absolutely.
I have to imagine that this would be a very different match right now.
Yeah, DMU versus UTD lore, the 30 KOs or whatever it was, maybe 40.
Oh,
probably
yeah.
Something like that. I have to imagine, and
there's
walking on the edge against Kazan.
KO.
He does the fun thing where he uses his umbrella move to KO you.
You know, he could probably do it again if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's got another one in the works here. We're seeing a flip come out from Mirimeg looking for that, but all 3 members of UT Dallas there to deny it. Windows goes down to this infinite damage combo that Kazan and X are able to put on, and see Emirates at half again. We're just so much stagger being taken away for fun, and the hook strike just finds the net in between Windows spawning and Emirates already there.
Yeah, it's so tough. It's interesting to see the XP difference here. I mean, I'm looking at a relatively new Amarat's IME goalie, and Mirimeg, incredibly experienced player on this X, is I believe. Okay, never mind. Now Windows is the lowest XP in the lobby after Mirimeg goes for all of that KOing. But still, Sero is the one that jumps far out and ahead, getting all these consistent goals and kills and everything. Doesn't even have to use the flip to score there. Just takes advantage of the open net and puts it in.
NJIT going for the scaling here, really trying to take this game back.
There's the leadership.
There's the leadership. There's the 1-2 punch. There's the quick strike. Oh no, there's so.
Wait! Emirates doesn't opt for leadership.
Emirates thinking the leadership's gonna go to Kazan here, grabs the quick strike.
Both Sparks fall to NJIT.
Oh, and we've got Surplus yelling in our ear about, oh no, Sparks. Oh.
That's insanity.
What a draft.
Even with 2 seconds of looking at that draft, there's a completely different direction that I would have imagined that going. Oh, and I see that. I see the issue now. Emirates did not opt for Spark at the start. It was only Snake that went for Sparks. And it looks like UTD is hoping to go big or go home here. They are hoping to win this set, or else Storm would get that triple aerial Spark online and just scale NJIT all the way to victory.
Yeah. They Kazan looking to outscale the scaling comp here, and it's looking to work for now as Snake once again staggered in the goal box just because Mirimeg feels like it. And there goes Windows, there goes not Mirimeg, there goes Windows and Snake. It's Emirates alone against this double brawler comp, and turret goes out, but it doesn't matter. Finds the bottom corner just past that turret. You know, when both your forwards go down, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop this 1v3.
Yeah, I will admit, if there was any spark that UTD would not be worried about with the way they're playing, and just as I say that, Snake finds another one of those fantastic bell ringer angles. He's replicated that one a few times this match. If there's any spark that they didn't care about, it would be resilience. They haven't been going for kills this game. As weird as that is, X-Era is notoriously known for, you know, just punching their way to victory. And of course, they have been dealing damage. But they're not looking to confirm those KOs. They're just looking to make space so that they can set up these power plays against Storm and put cores against barriers and then eventually into the goal. It's sort of working for them this set. Maybe not as clean as it was in the first two. I think that this is genuinely anybody's game as UTD's barriers open up once more to this disgusting double brawler comp that NJIT has put together.
It's really hard to just out-brawl Sero and Mirimeg here with this double brawler. Kazan able to do so many umbrella moves with that rapid fire prime time. Able to just put out so much damage, and X really notorious for just punching everything in sight. And we're really seeing that here with all these KOs coming out from NJIT. As well as Vice being able to do a sneaky amount of damage herself as well. As I say that, Snake finds the bottom corner, has the flip, might be able to close out this game right here, right now.
We are on set point for NJIT, match point for UTD Comets. Flips are online for both Amarats and Snake, giving them an energy advantage here. They'll use it to find a swift first barrier. Both flips coming out, but stopped by Storm's secondary ult combo. And suddenly the energy advantage swings in the favor of this double brawler, which in the face of foes with no evasion, could find some disgusting KOs here, but the barriers go down.
Barriers go down. This could be it, but Storm clearing it out, trying, and Zero trying to keep it in with his hook, doesn't quite find it. It goes back to Storm. Storm's got to hold it down, and so that the double brawler can really take advantage of what they need to do here. But it's looking really scary. Able to get it out with the Vice ult, but not forever. And Strike goes up top. Amarat's right there with the aerials, able to send it right back in, but it's still being held. And Era Tornado takes out the goal. There it goes. Sunk with the flip right after the goalie KO. And how poetic is that?
That is not at all how I would have drawn up that match in a laboratory. It really looks like NJIT was about to make the reverse sweep there. But, I mean, UTD, I judged them for not denying the spark there, but it looks like they knew what they were doing. They knew that they could just push through and grab a few of those utility awakenings and really be able to replicate the first couple sets that they had, close out a fantastic game. With the great plays of NJIT, I can't undersell how close these teams still are, though, moving into match 2. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. And how poetic is it that the one KO coming out from UT Dallas is the last point, last goal, puts it right in right after. After all the KOs they had to endure, just getting one, and they can put it in the back of the net as soon as one KO comes out. It's just, it really is. It really is amazing just to see just how much they had to work for those points right at the end there.
Yeah, well, and they didn't even, I mean, the redirects there, they didn't even necessarily like have superior core control, at least not as the stats would suggest, right? Both Windows and Snake, both significantly lower in redirects than the opposing team, but I guess it just doesn't matter when your Era X and your strikes and redirects just count more.
Yeah.
If you can touch the core in just the right places, you don't need to touch it a whole lot to make those goals happen.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess when you put it like that, yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna queue into this next match here. We're gonna see how Night Market fares for this NJIT team. It's down, but not out yet, because they picked the Demon Die here, so they're gonna be looking to take it back on Night Market, bring us to this game 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a ban out here for X or Era from NJIT to make sure that Snake and Windows can't put that combo together again. Demolitionist Stagger Swagger start. Stagger Swagger, not Swagger Swagger. Although that would also be a cool
That would be a cool awakening name. That is fair. That would go hard. And Stagger Swagger really keeping you alive here. This is pre-nerf Stagger Swagger here, which is more speed, more healing, and we're gonna see the Kazan come out from Snake. Ego check?
Yeah, we might see a battle of the egos here. We do see a Juliet come out for the side of NJIT. I'm not sure who that is. With 2 brawlers on your team, it's anyone's guess as to who that is, the face behind the Juliet.
Although it's looking like a Kai midfield and a Mako goalie. Unless we're gonna see a Mako brawler here, which would be pretty funny.
These are the comfort picks for both of these goalies. Amarat's has been playing Atlas for most of his Omega Strikers career. And Storm picked up Mako shortly after she was released, and I believe has played her very, very consistently since then.
Absolutely, and we're going to see immediately, you see that speed gate taken advantage of here by Snake, really looking to get in there, use his umbrella moves, get that level 2 so that he doesn't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. But Dash Punch comes out trying to find something, but Snake gets that second form, and Miriam immediately having to panic about it because that's a lot of health gone immediately, and Barrage comes out to push it forward, but Zero's not there, and Speedgate, again, taking advantage of this. Speedgate's going to be the deciding factor for this Julie here to see how much this Julie can get done, and it looks like that first barrier goes down on the side of UT Dallas, and we're going to see Snake pushing it forward with the Umbrella, and Windows able to teleport forward with the lifeline there and use Flip to find that second barrier on Storm. We're seeing Meg just having to push it forward again. Having to walk it forward, and down goes the now, but it doesn't matter when Hook Strike is in play and puts it right past Storm.
Yeah, the Juliet pickup on this map is certainly dangerous. But I mean, for most of that set, Windows was playing very specifically around it, making sure to play outside of the kill range. But Sero, very opportunistic player, as we saw last match. No stranger to finding those brief little moments where UTD slips up and takes advantage of them. I'd love to see them be able to do more of that throughout the rest of this match and maybe bring NJIT a victory here.
Absolutely, and you see Sero taking a lot of damage, just really just eating all of Kazan's umbrella moves here as they try to push it into this barrier. Nothing found yet, but a great barrage keeps it forward for now, and we see a flip come out to push it forward all the way down to Sero. No need for the midfielder here. If you could just get it straight to your brawler who's wide open on the top side here, and the flip comes out, finds that barrier around Emirates. We're seeing Meg baiting out the flip, and Sero puts it into that bottom corner.
Once again, Windows and Emirates just playing on top of one another. I wouldn't be surprised if something's happening in the comms right now regarding that. That's the second or third time this series that they've been severely they love each other so much that they share their strike boxes. We do see a KO come out there from UTD.
A flip KO from Windows, I believe, and we see immediately it gets put to work here as both barriers go down, but Meg able to come back just in time before the goal goes in. Able to push it forward once again, and Sero winning the strike war now, but it doesn't matter quite yet, as that was a strike war with the midfielder. You need to win the second one with the goalie as well. And
that is multitasking if I've ever seen it from Snake.
Absolutely.
We see positioning to receive the core on the wall with a Juliet running at him. Strikes it away, runs out of the range of the Juliet dash punch, drops a Kazan drop on both Meg and Sero, dealing just a stupid amount of damage with one ability. Oh, fantastic KO from Sero. And then closes it out with a goal there. That being said, NJIT does now have a power play available for them here.
Sero seeing that, or Storm actually seeing Windows on the edge, jails him. Just caught by the Juliet, sent to the blast zone immediately, just gone. But not out, as only one barrier goes down. Flip trying to clear it out, but doesn't find anything yet. First barrier goes down on the side of NJIT. UT Dallas looking to end this set here. Sero staggered, almost gets pulled off the map, and holding out for now. Emirates going for...
What an angle from Snake to take the barrier.
Oh, Snake finding that angle on that barrier. Storm now having to guard this open net for this set. Although Sero may be able to hold something out here. And core speed might be weak here, as no dash punches are able to be set up, and Sero having to use that secondary to just hold it down for now. And the primary also coming out. Storm saving it on the goal line once again, and Meg able to keep it out. Able to help keep it out. Storm goes down. Meg now having to play Kai goalie. I wonder if this is a pick that anybody uses. Never mind, we're gonna see a Juliet goalie, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that the thought running through NJIT's head right there was just like in all power plays. If you're the one that is in the 2v3, right? If you're a player down, you need to keep some pressure up, because otherwise you're just going to get overwhelmed. You can't allow the enemy to stack all three of their players on two of you in the goal box. That's an interaction you're not going to win. And so Meg, playing the more mobile character that can, influence the core more directly, runs forward, hopes that Sero can hold down the goal box, but it's just not enough. We do see Size come out here for Snake on that Kazan. Very, very clear here with Stagger Swagger on the board. UTD is not playing for a KOing game.
They're looking to keep this core in the game as much as possible. And
we did just receive news that SLU is out of the tournament. That's crazy. The first seed.
First seed, undefeated regular season is out. UCLA taking it. Holy.
If anybody was going to take them down, it would be UCLA, though.
It would be
one of the
UCLA
other
and
formidable.
GMU. Yeah, it would be those two teams specifically.
Both of them absolutely formidable teams. But in the meantime, we have another exciting match in front of us.
Yeah, Snake on the corner here, almost KO'd, and dies to the dash punch flip. Juliet special. Think you're playing around it, and then the flip comes out and hits you, and you're just dead. And Storm burning flip a little too early here, not finding the core, but able to save the core flip of Windows just here off of the Mako secondary. Just a big old hitbox to throw out whenever you want, really. We see Mirameg push it forward with the barrage, puts it into that barrier. We're seeing up, down, and around, but Storm not able to get the Mako secondary in time, not able to go for the Soren angle, just slides right in.
Yeah, I mean, I legitimately think that a lot of what's going on here, especially as we have gone into the first few minutes or seconds of overtime in a few of these points, is just that Kazan poke from Snake. I mean, Storm, very, very competent goalie, very used to making all sorts of crazy saves. We've seen him make several today.
Yeah.
But that Kazan poke hits the core just a little bit harder. Makes it to where even the most formidable of reaction times, like Storm's, can really be put to the test. And Snake, with being such a good pilot of the character, is certainly going to put Storm to the test, grabbing both barriers here, and suddenly putting up yet another formidable push in NJIT's goal box.
Absolutely, and we already see that pressure coming out from that open primary, able to hold the core forward here. And Snake
another cheeky angle.
Snake able to find that pass from Emirates in the midfield and just send it right into that top corner, just around Storm, who has core flip up, but didn't elect to use it. Elects to just go next and try and save these barriers next point instead.
Oh my gosh, these double hits with the Kazan. Let's see, what is that called? Maddening Descent, I believe is the name of the ability.
Yes.
Yeah, it is quite maddening to see Snake hit both Mirameg and Sero with that ability over and over and over again this game. Staggering Sero now.
Also, these top spins also doing a surprising amount of damage with this open primary and looking for the crooked leverage here. We're just throwing out all the names because he's using every single one of them, and we see the pop-up also used to try and send Sero to a disadvantageous spot, but instead finds the KO on Windows here. A power play for NJIT. This might be a goal here if they can convert, but it's looking like Snake is holding it down in the forward position here. Snake really just able to hold the ball forward, has more abilities than the rest of the team. We just see that really come into effect here as second barrier goes down on the side of NJIT. Both goals are open. Mirameg with the flip, though, waits out Everett's flip and finds that top corner. What a shot.
Yeah, the Kai pickup from Mirameg here is very interesting. Like, it almost... both Kai and Juliet, right? Just, let's talk patches here for a second, because both... Oh, gee whiz, the barriers go down for NJIT so fast. Yeah. If I, didn't know better, I would think that NJIT was playing on new patch here. We do see another set take from UTT right there. Snake just strike warring with that disgusting size Kazan.
Rectangle hitbox there, really throwing off Storm. Just puts it right in, and we're gonna see a really good draft here if you're UT Dallas here. You see
Quick Strike is gonna be big.
Quick Strike for the Kazan, and then you see the Siege Machine for the Atlas too. And team player going to Mako, I don't think you really care too much about that because these passes have not been really easy to find, and we're gonna see more size going to Kazan. Oh no.
Yeah, both of the forward characters on NJIT though, really prominent on the new patch. Considered by many to be a little weak on the patch that we're playing right now. Maybe it's just comfort picks for them. Maybe that's what they're going for here. But Oh, wow. Cero manages to find a KO there. I mean, Julie is certainly not weak on this map. We can't undersell that. And Cero is certainly
They're definitely piloting
making it
these
work.
dash punches, yeah. Definitely piloting these dash punches to try and find something, but Snake able to strike or with these big old rectangle hitboxes, because he's got so much size here to work with, so many tools to play with, so many strikes to really just win everything he could ever want just with strike, and we really see that with these quick strikes and two sizes here coming out. Although Storm with very patient, able to wait out the maddening descent and the flip here, but still losing barrier, almost able to strike shot it out, but not quite. Flip couldn't really find an angle on that barrier, and Mirimeg looking to push it up in this corner now. Cero trying to get speed gate so that he can go in here and finds barrier. Speed gate also grabs. Cero able to run in now, but doesn't find anything yet. Mirimeg has flip here, finds them. Flip hits.
That was the
angle.
Mirimeg show, if I've ever seen it.
Absolutely.
We saw Mirimeg win 3-4 strike wars in a row against Windows on the wall, and then slip it past Amarats to find that second barrier, and then with that beautiful flip angle to close it all out. Snake styles on him though on this next point here. It is
NJIT really just showing that they don't want to. They're down, but they are not out yet. They want to keep this playoff run alive. They want to run through losers. They don't want to get out at the same time as SLU here. They want to keep it going. And Flip goes down. Snake able to pull it to himself though, and finds that second barrier here. And Topspin almost finds something, but Mirimeg able to hit it out for now and trying to keep it forward. Can't quite find it yet. Windows able to really hold this forward on this now with this extra speed from this Among Titans here.
Yeah, that is
Among
a
Us awakening.
speedy now.
Yeah,
Surely
that
that's
now
not
is
just Among Titans. What else is giving speed there?
Among Us. I guess
Fighter Flight and Slick
Stagger
Kicks.
Swagger
And Stagger Swagger. Okay, this makes sense now.
Yeah, we see everything coming out here. We see Speed Exodia. You want to go fast? Here, we have fast.
Yeah, holy crap. And that will find Snake yet another goal. Snake approaching the first level 10 in the lobby, in the game, as level 9s barely even start to come online for Storm. I mean, usually the theory here is that if you're the losing goalie, you should be the highest XP in the game, right? Because you should be getting the most redirects consistently. Oh, what another fantastic dash punch.
Snake doesn't care about what your theory says. Snake says, I want to win this right now. I want to get this game over with. I want to level scale. I want to win. But
he's built different. What can we say?
I mean, NJIT putting up quite a show to try and keep this alive here. Dash punching
Windows can't stay alive.
Yeah, Dash is punching Windows off cooldown here and just trying to keep this alive as much as possible. Punch able to get it through Amarats here, puts it onto that barrier. NJIT looking for this set win here. They just need 2 more and they keep their run alive, at least for now. They really have to win this game if they want to keep going. The dodge here coming out. Able to dodge that maddening descent, keep that damage off for now, but Poor is so fast in the Giga Blast. Lions right back into Emeraz, who just used Strike.
Yeah, both of those power plays that NJIT got to have that point with Cero finding those dash punches onto Windows were really what tipped the tempo. And I know that that's not really unusual, right? Power plays are always a big opportunity to swing the tempo of the game in your favor. But against UTD especially, one thing that we do always say for the UTD teams is that we live and die with our midfielders, right? They are far and wide the linking critical component of the team that without them, like how the frick are you going to rotate the core from defense to offense and stay in the game, right? And so with Windows off the field, it just NJIT is able to find so much more pressure. And I think that that's really their win condition here, is if they can keep Windows out of the game for long enough, they might be able to bring this scaling back and pull out a victory for Game 2.
Well, Storm finds a great hold at the Snake using that pop-up here, and uses the secondary into the strike, looking like a Spartan from last game, doing just the most to try and keep this barrier alive here, see how long they can hold it. Overtime comes out, this core will be red now, and Strike Shot keeps it alive for now. Flaming Flurry comes out to try and send it flying forward. A recovery drone comes out from Magnate's Ascent KO here, and we're seeing just everything. The core goes back and forth really quickly here. We're seeing Curse of Overtime here. Sero finding that barrier, and NJIT pushing it as much as they can. And Snake able to find this last barrier, and the topspin puts it right past Storm. This could be the last point of this game here.
We've been here before. This is set point for NJIT, game point, series point for UTD Comets.
Absolutely.
And it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Both of these teams have put out so many cool and fantastically coordinated plays. Absolutely. It is going to be a tough call as for which one of them is going to come out on top here. We do have an energy advantage, large-scale energy advantage for NJIT. The flip comes out from Sero here, taking down both barriers. Yep, NJIT demonstrating that the game might not end right here.
Yeah, although Snake able to take the first barrier and able to keep getting the ball forward. If you just keep getting the ball forward to that Kazan, eventually Kazan will be able to throw out enough umbrella moves to just mix up your goalie, and your goalie really can't hold a Kazan forever. I don't think there's any goalie who could hold a Kazan forever here, and we're definitely seeing that with Snake just getting so many opportunities to push this barrier here. Storm holding it great for now, but how long will that last with all of the size that Kazan has afforded here? Although Sero looking for something here, looking for anything to keep this series alive, keep this run going. Say, we're not finished yet. Mirimeg looking pretty low. Another maddening descent will kill here, and we find that Barrage almost griefs here, but it doesn't matter. And Giga Blast in overtime sends that red core right past Emirates, puts it right in.
Fantastic, fantastic plays from NJIT there. Very, very close call. Narrow saves there made by Storm against Snake. Very, very, impressive stuff. Being able to pull out saves against, such a prevalent player. We do see heavy impact fall to Kazan here, which, I mean, I said at the start of the game that they weren't playing for KOs, but I might have spoken a little too soon. We do see the Juliet end up with Knife's Edge here as well, with those dash punches that they've been finding. That could prove to be a tempo tip. And they do have 2 size awakenings as well. Huge synergy with Knife's Edge.
Although
doesn't matter when you have Kazan that can just push someone off the map, though.
Nice smash punch. Here's mine. It's completely safe, and I can just throw it out whenever I want. Yeah,
it's literally 1/4 of my kit that can just murder you.
It's 1/4 of my kit, and it's just as good as your whole kit. It really, these umbrella moves really showing their worth here, and the arrow almost putting it in here. The good old-fashioned Dorito play, and Flip goes a bit wide here, able to keep it alive for now, and Storm looking to save it, but lets go of the secondary a bit too early, and it just slides right past into the net.
There's also a quick strike moment right there. We saw Snake go for quick strike earlier in the game, and I mean that was use an ability or lose right there for Storm, and sadly, just like you said, little too far gone for an ability to pull that save out.
See Cage keeping the core forward for now, and a barrier actually going down as well, and we see Storm and Sero both having flips online here. Cosmic Expanse denies that flip immediately though, and Mirimeg almost goes down to this open primary. Still low, dies to the Atlas primary instead. We're just seeing so much damage coming out now from this Kazan, able to do just infinite damage for fun. It really is just for sport here. He's hunting Kais. It's going really well for now.
Yeah, we do see more core flips coming online here for UTD. The Mako ult barely misses Snake, allowing him to still push up here. Uh, flips into open primary, which is a combo that I don't think I've ever seen pull anything out, but that's fine. Hook strike exists, grabs the second barrier,
Yeah.
and suddenly with a speed gate, Snake and Windows up at the front looking to put in yet another goal and bring them back up to series point.
But Sero and Mirimeg able to take the second barrier of their own and really trying to push it through this Atlas here. Flip comes out, nothing found though, and see Snake looking for that hook strike. Strike shot sends it away. Giga Blast almost puts it in that top corner right around Emerats, who not ready for it to go at that angle, but just bounced off the corner for now. And the cage comes out, holds it forward here. Poor is very fast to just keep it forward, and Sero looking to push it with this dash punch, doesn't find anything. Cosmic Expanse denies it for now. Barrage keep pushing it right to the goal line, but Atlas primary keep it alive. Sero punching away that that core flip from Windows here, and we see Mirimeg a flip of their own and into that top slot, right in.
So one thing that I do have to comment on here, because we're playing on Night Market, right? You've got this speed gate in the middle. It is a big component of you know, being able to create space for your team, steal it from the other team on this map, because you just get that extra boost of mobility. It's interesting because NJIT has, in my opinion, been controlling it significantly better, but it just doesn't matter. I think maybe it's that Windows doesn't need the speed to set up these plays.
Windows has enough speed already. It doesn't matter. Snake just so big, so hard to miss with these passes, and Windows just so fast, even without the speed gate, able to keep up with the speed gate. Julie here, really, that's just showing up in all of these plays. You see Windows just running circles around this team without the speed gate, and with the speed gate, Windows, you just can't keep up with them, really. Even with the Mako speed, even with the Knife's Edge, even with the speed gate here, it just... Windows is so fast.
It's so rare that the core floats back to UTD's side. It is, like, legitimately, this is an anomaly here that we're witnessing. The offensive plays from UTD stay up for so long. The NJIT really has to work with what they can. When they get these brief moments of offensive pushes, it is live or die. And that's exactly what they're feeling looking at the scoreboard right now. UTD on series point once again.
Storm holding it down forever though, and really just showing that prowess on this Mako. Really comfortable on this Mako pick, and it's really showing up in these last few sets. We weren't sure about it. Our own barrier comes out, unfortunately, but the goal still hasn't been scored yet. Snake missing the hook. This might just be the opportunity they need. The win box able to push it out for now. Flip comes out from Windows, denied away by Sero. Tries to clear it down bottom. Giga Blast comes out, keeping it forward, but hook strike ends it. NJIT going out, losing to this hook strike, which is completely fair. Kazan has so many abilities, so even just one of them.
Yeah. No, Snake demonstrating some real Kazan mastery. Guys, Kazan has 2 forms. Who would have thunk it?
I thought it was 3. Anyway.
Sometimes it feels like it.
It really does feel like it sometimes, and we see tons of redirects.
270 redirects.
From
We
this
thought
Kazan.
that Windows was redirecting a lot, keeping the core up. Actually, the lowest redirects on UTD.
I mean, redirect count doesn't matter if each of your redirects really does a lot versus Snake. That's 2 redirects. Hook and strike are 2 redirects, so you can really get
true, yeah.
a ton of those redirects on the core here, and it really showed how well Snake was able to play with this ball once it was to him, and Storm able to hold it down, but really it was Mirimeg putting in a bunch of those saves with this really fast Kai, able to just pop that speed whenever and just run up, grab it. And even though they played for the KOs here, it doesn't really matter when you can't keep control of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we can't call either of these teams bad, right? This was Battle of the Greats here. Both of these teams with some pro-level players on them and some seriously good synergy developed between them. But it was really just a matter of who was going to take advantage of it more. And Amarats, Snake, Windows for UTD Comets really putting on a show for us there, demonstrating some true mastery of their characters and of the game, and really making some impressive plays. That was a very, very fun match to watch.
Absolutely, and they were really holding this down, really keeping it up to just play for Kazan. So many abilities, so much size, so much everything. He just really gets it all this patch, and we really saw that with 10 goals coming from Snake. But I guess we got any final closing thoughts from you, Cloak?
Yeah, well, I mean, my heart goes out to NJIT. They're a fantastic team. Obviously, they took me out yesterday, and I got to witness their power and full glory. So fantastic season for NJIT, ending. I believe that puts them in fifth here. Am I doing the math right?
Fifth or sixth, I think. So
fifth or well, are we counting SLU going out before them? I'm not sure.
I'm not counting.
Yeah, I mean making top 6 though, right? Getting those fancy mouse pads in there. So yeah, certainly congrats to NJIT. Sad to see y'all fall out of the bracket. And UTD will move on to winners semis. No, losers semis. My bad.
Yep.
Yeah. No, really great stuff though from both of these teams. It was a very fun match.
Yeah. T Dallas really looking for that run back. Lakeland trying to put Lakeland down for good. Finally.
Are we gonna run it back from last semester?
Will we see a run back from UT Dallas? Who knows? Well, that'll be it from us here. We'll leave you with any final last things you want to say?
I think I'm mostly all good. I will be back on. I believe I'm also casting losers semis. So I had a great time with you, Cyberrat. Very, very fun to cast alongside you. Love the vibe. And other than that, I guess, as always, see y'all in the queues.
See y'all in the queues.